that I think is going to answer a lot of questions for us, because in the head-to-head matchup, you have New York Subliners with a 7-1 record in hardpoint against Atlanta FaZe. That has been Atlanta's struggle point this entire year. As of this stage, though, Atlanta 10-1. They have been godlike. Let's see if Atlanta can take down Hydra.
Here we go into hardpoint. First to 250 seconds. That bad boy moves once a minute, and our teams know where they're going to go. So far, so good for FaZe.
I mean, great for the kills, and now sort of great for the time. They do flip them out pretty quickly, and well, that means you got a battle for the back. Simp ready for it, already getting a couple trades. Opening salvos can really set the tone, and as expected, 50-50.
50-50 so far. Oh dear. Simp at range like that, it's a terrifying prospect. Final form is on the horizon for one half of the Terrors. Just about 20 seconds to go here on P1. So far, not a whole lot of time gained, but that's not a problem. It's P2, the second hard point here on Embassy, the low right-hand side of the minimap. That's what we're aiming for.
These are important gunfights as well. So Simp, he has been roaming around P2 this entire time. It's doubled up pressure towards the back, but the ARs for FaZe right now getting in the mix. Selim, he has found his home on this truck, and well, Skies, he's found his home as well. But that is 2 ARs. Guns up, or maybe aiming for the feet. New angles abound, but Skies can't stay alive. Atlanta FaZe, clean house, starting to collect that time.
Now, of course, New York Subliners coming into this series off of 2 very hot series. FaZe have been backstage warming up, and they have not skipped a beat whatsoever. A nice 20-ish point lead to get themselves going here. Simp trying to stay alive. Kismet on the approach. He has played great all tournament long to see if he can keep it up here in the finals.
That's a beautiful time for Spree coming out of Kiz, and that might set you up for, honestly, the final 30 seconds to scrap. I know Simp is rotating around and trying to be a distraction, and in the meantime, Atlanta FaZe maybe over-rotate to fight for ult. You see where the spawns are coming through, so yes, 18 seconds is wonderful time to get. However, New York, they want to change this into a full 60. Priest already with that AC control, which did not last long.
FaZe now on the approach towards the next hard point, and Subliners have been absolutely obliterated. Selim from upstairs now, eyes on towards New. Simp has the inside cover. Hydra dealt with, no problem, no questions asked. Spree's now abound, and oh my, Kismet off the ladder straight into the fray, but Selim and fantastic coverage from FaZe. Hard point theirs.
I mean, right now you actually need New York just to start getting some kills. Skies 0-6, not ideal for this start. A bunch of solo chows, and you were just climbing up the ladder into death. Kismet, unless he can pop a 2-piece, nothing's gonna happen for you, but there's the Bulldog with a little bit of action. Does not last long. Atlanta FaZe so far on Embassy, they have not broken a sweat.
Trophy's working hard here to keep FaZe alive and kicking here in the third hard point of our map. Trophy's now gone. Here come the nades. Simp though has the coverage up close. Oh my word, the gunfights that boy's taken. Eventually he's going to win 1 or 2 of them. 65 and climbing now for Atlanta FaZe. It's first and 250.
That's good movement out of Slasher as well, just to get towards the back. You take down Hydra, you try to lock down these back spawns, and with the final kill on Priest, well, you're gonna get them. You just got most of the scrap time. You have a 60-point lead, and now you're potentially winning this rotation, if not for Skies to heat up. And well, now the pressure is on. It does not last long. Hydra, last man standing. He's gonna be in between the entire team of FaZe.
Yeah, there's one. Hydra, can't get a second. Selim, beautiful shots on the approach to the hard point. FaZe, full control. Subliners trying to get close to Selim. Absolute sublime gun skill. His spree finally comes to a close. Skies, who is heading very slow map so far, chance 2 and 8. But you've got yourself presence on the point, and this is time for the Subliners.
Yeah, 2 kills, and this is the 4th hill, so that's not going to be acceptable at all with Selim and Simp shooting like they are. I mean, you have Atlanta FaZe the entire tournament. Their worst KD is a 1.28 overall. The kills have been flowing, but there you go. Finally, a moment for New York to breathe. They get the scrap time, final 15 seconds, and plenty of time to push up and work the rotation.
Simp and Selim for Atlanta FaZe, slaying their hearts out. One of the defining factors of their hardpoint wins has been the kills department. They're keeping that production up, certainly. Here in this Embassy at BZ, seemingly unstoppable. Over towards Kitchen we now go. Very small hardpoint. Some machine gun players very happy in here.
And this is, you know, the first time Simps actually stepped foot in the hill. So on the year, he's been the main guy collecting time, but now it's a rarity to see him near the point. He does get cleaned out there, and New York find the break on P5. This is where the SMGs start to get super mixy. And unfortunate for Skies, wrong gun for the job, just gets chopped down at FaZe. They just pull you. That is 4 down, and well, Hydra, tip of the spear right now, doesn't have a lot of help.
Oh, there's one. Making moves. We're over 100 points for FaZe. Hydra finds 2. Can he get number 3? No. Teamwork from FaZe there. Communication on point as is usual. 20 seconds to go here on Kitchen. FaZe locking it down.
I mean, they're just being bullies right now. And again, on the head-to-head matchup, this is the 5th time these two teams have met. Simp, though, against New York, only a 0.9. And we see how good he has been throughout this stage. And if he's the guy that's heating up for FaZe, they might just look unstoppable. And that's how they look on Embassy if the Beezy's shooting like that.
Blaze 5's free comes to a close. New streaks for him. 121 to 57. Subliners not really able to get anything going. We've finished our first set of hard points. Into the second we now go.
And there is not a single hill that New York Subliners have really been able to come out on top of. Out-rotated, out-slayed, outgunned, and for the time being, outmatched in Hydra. Times like that, you think it gets the magic two-piece. Nope, that's going to be Simp locking it down as you are still just battling to get that P1 time. But for Atlanta, there's always a player in position. You just simply cannot survive on the hill.
Very similar looks to what we saw the first time round. Neither team able to get too productive over here by the first hard point. A BZ though kills. Oh, there we go. Sky's getting things going. That's what we want to see. He just got himself a cruise missile from absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 kills on the first 4 hills, so that is absolutely the player for New York that needs to heat up and might be choosing the right moment. You even got Hydra with the tack in hand to try to lock down this P2. This is the best setup in the best moment New York have had this entire map. They got the stranglehold on P2, all bases covered. Let's see how much time they can get.
Subliners now shooting the other foot. Will they start kicking? FaZe, very slow approach towards the hard point. Trophies down. Subliners are set on the defense. Slasher might be the tip of the spear. Here we go. In he sends it. Skies, good coverage. Hydra there with the kills. Abizi next up towards the point. Good trades once again. Hydra versus Celium. Subliners win the battle. Subliners will have the time.
And it might be scattered just a little bit. You lose a few seconds, but the hold is strong. And Hydra, you had the tack in hand, and he goes on a 4 spree there to protect his teammates. And I mean, now FaZe, last-ditch attempt, but they've already fed 1 cruise missile. And I know cruises are ineffective, but if you get a second, you can start to make plays. And you're telling me he wants to fight for these final 20 seconds. But I think New York, they're just going to get it. They have a stranglehold on it. They're going to wait for the rotation, probably invest the cruise.
Hydra, there's the cruise. Number 2 for the New York Subliners. They take care of Celium. A couple of seconds go their way. Lovely bounce back here. The Subliners far from finished here in map number 1.
I mean, open up the spawns and maybe call the cruise in. Players starting to get in position. Hydra's going to be down low. That is a gunfight and a half. Final 2 players for FaZe are going to be actually on the hill. And Kismet just waiting to make the move.
Here we go. It was top side. Good timing there from Kismet. Great cleanup. That's the hard point break. New York Subliners with the time.
Didn't need the cruise missile at all. That is a clean wipe right there. And if Hydra's winning gunnies with attack in hand from that close range, you know when he's got the bats back out, well, he should be ready. But either way, the break is clean. That was a 70-point comeback. They've nearly made up for it.
FaZe have gone very quiet indeed. New York Subliners, finding kills left, right, and center while they're holding the point. Let's go for a quick listen in.
Top PD in orange, absolute. Last guy orange, he's gonna be Tetris one shot.
Orange still. I don't see him sign.
Tetris or bathroom. Watch your bathroom.
Orange on me. Dead.
Go have the back,
Top PD, Slasher, last one.
Yeah, I'm playing back.
Gas.
I'm playing tight. He's on top.
I'm laying down this one, okay?
Watch his shoot.
I'll get your shit.
I got stun. I have a trophy now.
I can't really see your
They're going H2.
I have your back door, Caesar.
How much is it? I hear back door.
Yeah, I have it.
Are they two?
Another one top PD, 2 top PD. They went
Nothing issue.
secret.
They're all top. They're all top. Back door, Paco, help us.
I'm just gonna go down this one.
No, H1, guys.
And that's one.
H2 dead.
Nice one.
That's one. Back door, me, weak.
2S1.
Weak back door. And then 2S1. Nice, weak back door off.
Oh, he shot my left. Chairs nading his S1. Chairs and back door. Yeah, one minus one S2.
You want stun.
Somebody.
One back door with you.
Yo, stun.
Back door, dead.
H1. He's laying down.
Okay, H1 is dead. Nice, guys. Alright, good shit. Yo, I'm gonna go to mid. We should go to the left.
No. Go true left. I have help left.
I have a sub.
I'm telling you.
I'm pushing you.
They spawn out.
Watch out. Nice, good shit too.
They spawn out.
Yo, Paco, clear corners here.
No. I'm pitching P1. Wait, hold gas for a second. This one behind us? Yes.
There's somebody behind us.
It took a New York minute, but the Subliners are right back in this one. Kills department time, you name it. Hydra flies in, and that was a little disappointing.
Well, the teamwork from FaZe has been on point, but Skies can see through walls, and last man standing right now, it looks like he might just fall. It is a trade fest around P5, and Atlanta FaZe gonna come out on top. Hydra Slasher gets hot. Simp responds in kind.
The battle is not finished though. We are still flying. Here we go. Kismet can only get 2 out of the life, and BZ now back at it. There we go. What a series of trades inside Kitchen. FaZe with the lead. 25 remaining here. Hydra now through the back door. Cuts down 1. Here comes the second. Can he catch them out? And the boy is moving. But BZ, that was another big one. Trades again. Subliners in.
On point, man. These are just two big teams going at it, and how desperate you are to get this map one win. It has been a tournament of momentum. You need that early lead. Effectively tied up game after 2 sets of rotations, and the gunny on everybody has been hot.
There we go, Priester. 18-23, slowest for his team right now. Skies has pulled his stats right back, but the time for the Subliners has been brilliant. Third and final set of hard points are now upon. Oh! Oh, that was rough. Here we go in a P1.
And right gun for the job there, and that means Atlanta FaZe just surrounding the hill to keep New York out before they get back in position. And that battle for position, Skies is on point with the Vaznev as well. All 8 players in the lobby, both weapons. It does not matter what they have, they're gonna slay.
They are frying. P1 now in the hands of the Subliners. Will they be able to get some time here? Any accrued at this point will be incredibly valuable. A BZ though, he and FaZe, they have full control of the P2 side of the map. That's gonna be big. Over to the first we now go again. Skies, great gunfight. Cell on the flank, Slasher in the feed as well. FaZe right back at it, full control.
And Simp is always here in the back to try to get this truck control for P2. So Simp always the man in position, but he's gonna need some help. He's got pressure on Slasher. Maybe too many things to look at when Simp falls. Well, he's got to collect those pieces. It'll be Skies by himself trying to buy time as you have Atlanta FaZe slowly building up on P2.
Skies doesn't have any players near him, but he does have this cruise missile. Here we go, a little gift from the French. And no, it's not the Statue of Liberty, it's a cruise, it connects. That should be an open point.
And now you actually have Skies. He's kind of opening up the back, but both those players for FaZe in the stairwell. So if FaZe ever jump towards time, Skies should be there to slay. This is not going to be an easy situation for either team to collect this time. And it has been just remained empty. There is 28 seconds left on this game clock.
This one's going to go down to the wire. We're over 200 points for FaZe. They cannot win it here on P2. Kismet trying to battle his way in. Can't get the 2-piece. Still FaZe collecting time. Second streak invested. Slasher clean up on the backside. Open hard point. You have to get in if you are New York.
I mean, this is going to come down to the game clock as well. You're going to have to juggle so many things in these moments in map 1 of the grand finals. And even on that rotation, it is going to be close to a tied up game. And Kismet, he's got the help, a little bit of support, but that help is falling. Simp's going to be the guy next to him. Oh! Challenge, he takes him down.
That's why he's one of the greatest to ever do it. In the point, Simp may have just won his team the game. Wow! The time ticking in favor of FaZe. They could get off now and win it by time.
You have to get this break as well if for New York. You do not have time to waste this one setup that you have. You got to make it clean. And if Simp strikes, so does Hydra. Last man standing on the 4 spree, taking Simp down.
The Phenom finally takes care of him. Slasher from upstairs. Can he get into the time now? 17.7 on the game clock. The Subliners can tie game here.
You are desperate to stay in this hill as well. FaZe just want to get you out. They don't have to get the time, but New York are going to get it. Simp's going to fall as well. We are going to be forced on a rotation, and again, that game clock. Good luck trying to keep track.
Eyes on who has the next point. A BZ trying to clean house. Oh, he may have shot his shot a little early. Final few moments of P3 closing out. A BZ wins a fight on the stairwell. There's another one from Sim. You're in. This is a big moment now. Subliners have got to go absolutely wild.
And it's going to be Priesta out the back and down low, but he gets hunted. Slasher beats him down, and now you're just going to get to 250 New York. This is it.
New York send it. Get him to the point. FaZe hold the line. Here comes Kismet. As Sim guns are at the ready. He gets taken care of. There's the contest. FaZe are holding it. FaZe find the kills. 2 seconds for the win. A BZ has done it. Oh me, oh my. What a map 1 that was.
And about the most hype I have seen Celium after a map. That was a nail biter towards the end. You're juggling hill time, you're juggling contest time, and just when it was left empty, but big play after big play. That's just not main Slayer Simp with 36 kills. That is